K-Rock, Mid-Atlantic Rock Reviews, MARR Rock Show. Now a band that I can say are good friends of the rock show. I mean, we've been watching you guys since, I'm going to say it, you were kids, really?
Eons ago, when the tide once covered the earth and it was a molten mass, we emerged from the ether.
So I always remark about you guys, and I remember seeing you, way back in the day, and like the growth in this band. So 611 Club, I think it was Frederick. So.
611.
But what I really want to ask you about, talk about the growth of the band this year. You guys have had a really good year from everything I can see. So who wants to talk about the great year you've had?
What do you mean blame?
We've had a fantastic year. With the release of our EP back in May, but even before that, I mean, honestly, yes, it started with Holly when she joined in January, and we had our first show with her starting out the year, and it's been up ever since then. We put out the EP in May. We got our first endorsement with Clayton Guitar Picks.
Clayton Guitar is awesome. We love their picks.
Really selling it, Mike.
Yeah,
that was a really cool endorsement to get with them, and we've just been doing a bunch of shows. And the reaction from the fans has been incredible. It's pushed us even further in terms of going into next year in terms of what we want to do. Already in the studio working on our next EP, and we're really pushing the limit on this one, kind of sticking to the same sound with what we did with Trial and Triumph, but also
some maturation. There's definitely we're still getting there. We're still growing.
You guys alluded to it tonight a little bit, saying some of the heavier tunes. Like, are you pushing it a little heavier direction? Maybe
every direction.
I like to say we're stepping a little out of our comfort zone with this one because it's going to be a good mix. We're writing some that are very heavy, and we're also writing some that are not at all.
Yeah.
And it's a cool balance. I like it. And I want to go back to with what I said earlier. I blame Holly. It was a joke. But no, getting a permanent member, like we had Brandon before, and that was great. He was a great addition, and he helped us out. But when we had a permanent member, we could really start, coming together and becoming what we are becoming, getting to this point and, writing new music with a real bass player. Me and Mark don't have to do bass now. It's just, it has been, we really can't overstate how important she is.
So with all that credit, I can't let you go by without making a comment. So you got to talk now. Talk about the last year since, I guess it's been a year or so since you joined the band, right?
A year, yeah. No, it's just been incredible. I was in a band before then, I really cherished my time there, but at a point I realized I had to move on. I had to grow as a person, and then I see Mike post on Facebook, we're looking for a bass player, and I'm solid enough in my job where I was like, I can join a band again, no problem. So I try out, and we did another interview earlier last week or 2 weeks ago with Lurch's Lair, and I meant it when I said, these guys have truly been one of the best things that has ever happened to me in my life, and I'm really thankful for the friendship, but also the music we've made together, because not only has it, obviously hit fans and helped them, we've made friends and fans for a lifetime. It's also helped me through a lot of stuff too. So honestly, I really can't take any of the credit. It's all of us just coming together and making music and making sure that we touch people in a way that helps them through whatever that they're going through, whether they're joyful or saddened or completely angry with themselves or the world. It's coming together and realizing that we're bigger than our problems and we're better together for that. So
now I want to ask you about the Shinedown video you guys put up, and what attention that got, because it was a great cover that you guys did of the YouTube. I caught you off guard.
16 years ago.
I know. Was that something you put much thought into, or was that just an afternoon on the porch?
Well, honestly, we were doing ITF sessions was a thing for a second.
Yeah, we were at one point we were trying to launch a thing on YouTube where we would do covers, and we would try to get them out maybe like twice a week and everything, or every 2 weeks.
We realized it was hard to film things. It took a lot longer than what we wanted.
Right. Yeah, and so that was I think one of the last ones we did for that. But I remember Jack he came in just singing it, and he gets compared to Brent Smith enough as it is. So we're like, well, let's make him shine.
Brief Baltimore pause here.
Baltimore. I got to run. Crap, they're coming.
Welcome to Baltimore, everyone. So go ahead and continue.
Yeah, so I mean, Jack gets compared to Brent Smith enough as it was. So we were like, he can pull it off, and sure enough, he did.
I'm just kidding. But if Zach, you're good.
Shinedown is one of our influences. So it was a song that it just kind of came together, and we put it up on YouTube, and it gained a considerable amount of views, and we were happy with it. We never went back to doing anything with that or sessions again, but it was a good stepping stone for us.
Do you guys normally do a lot of acoustic stuff? I know you got a special acoustic show coming up real soon, but a little something you got going on. But do you do much of that, and do you enjoy it?
We bring it up every now and then.
Define enjoy.
Probably do half a dozen acoustic shows a year or so. It's fun reworking a lot of our heavier songs into an acoustic version, and it also helps us really practice, because you hear everything in an acoustic song. Like, you hear every mistake you do, you hear every good note you do, so it really helps you grow, and also it helps you write, because if it sounds good acoustic, it's going to sound good electric. If it sounds really good acoustic, it's going to sound really good electric.
Well, to make an addendum to that, it's true, like, you hear a lot of different stuff when you do acoustic stuff. For example, we've got a new song in the works, it's called Echoes. We actually had to pitch it up, I think, 2 octaves? An octave, yeah, and now key, yeah. But now it turned that key change turned out so well that now we're debating how we want to do it in the studio. We don't know if we want to do it the key higher or the key lower. But like, really, doing these acoustic shows, it really we pride ourselves on trying to do as many things with our music as we can. We were talking about going in different directions, and this is one of the ways that helps us do that. So doing acoustic shows like this and playing acoustically, it really does help us.
Now I'm going to give you guys a shout out to something I noticed tonight that it keeps growing for you guys, is the harmonies are really growing for you guys. And are you all just working on that? Or I can't imagine it comes natural.
No, I actually took vocal lessons this year, so that helped. Yeah.
I actually, the first thing I learned how to play music, I was a worship leader, and I was the guy singing and stuff. And up until recently, when I'm doing the backing vocals, I'm up there, I'm singing. I'm singing with my full voice, I'm trying to sound good. And that's all great, but I've learned to match my vocals to what he's doing so it sounds good as a harmony, because it's no longer the main vocal, and that's been a big stepping stone for me, learning how to do it the right way.
And you said you took lessons?
Yeah, my last semester in college, I had a bit of free time, so I decided to fill it up with a vocal lesson. That really helped, because I've never taken formal lessons before, and I didn't really do choir or anything like that, so I didn't know the proper techniques. So I used to just sound terrible up there. to the point where the microphone would be
recordings
off.
of him singing back in the day.
The microphone would usually be off if I was trying to sing into it, but
I'd start to check it, and I'd be like,
my vocal teacher definitely helped with proper technique. And then another thing that you didn't used to do as kids was vocal warm-ups, which we do before every show now, and that also, I think, shows improvement.
I actually, just really quick, I also took choir throughout all of my school year, and I was told by my choir teacher that I have something called perfect pitch, which I'm not sure quite what that means, but I assume by the name that it means that from what I've seen, it means that I hear notes in my head. So like when things go wrong, I'm able to correct it very well, and I'm able to hit that note every single time. And actually, Mark taught me a couple of things too when he took his vocal warm-ups that really help with that kind of mentality. So it's the harmony stuff. It's something that we really want to push as much as possible.
It's really enhanced the band. I mean, it's very noticeable that it's an addition to the band, and as somebody who's followed you guys closely, it's a great job for that. So any dreams, surprises for 2018? Anything you guys are looking forward to that you can share? Maybe you can't share, but what's on the horizon over your end?
Let me talk to my lawyer real quick.
The first show of the new year, we're going to be back in Ohio, and Ohio's been very good to us.
Second show.
Second show. Once you turn down the last show of this year,
that's right.
We got that show that.
Are we playing after midnight?
No, so you're right.
It all depends. It all depends.
Okay, well, our second show next year is going to be in Ohio, and Ohio has been a big part of this year for us as well. We got up there for the first time, and they for some reason like us up there. I don't know why. But
you guys are good.
We're not used to it.
But no, they've really embraced us, and we've been up there a couple times. We get such great reactions up there that we're going back already 2 or 3 times more this year.
Yeah,
There's more to come. Hopefully,
they just keep asking us back, and then on January 14th, we're back in Columbia, Maryland, playing with the Letter Black, and that'll be fun. We did a show with them earlier, a few months ago actually, and that was a lot of fun. So we got a lot coming up in 2018. You know, we're in the studio again, so I think we're looking at a new EP. You know, maybe around early summer. You know, if we can push it, if we can work with each other, and and you know, I think we're just definitely going to look at the festival scene as well. Maybe set up some tours and really just see what we can do, and just go from there.
Well, it's a cold night in Baltimore. I'm freezing. I can tell we're freezing. I don't want to get your singer or any of you sick. So ignite the fire, everybody. Good friends of the Marmy Rock Show. Thank you guys. Great show tonight with Palisades, and those boys are going to be on Shiprock. And my fingers crossed, one day maybe I'll see you all on that great boat as well.
Us too.
And thank you so much to both of you for the support that you've given us through our whole entire music career, but and also this year as well. I mean, we're really appreciative of it. I'm getting cold. I'm shivering.
I can't feel my face anymore.
We'll wait to see you guys at New Year's and everyone else at New Year's.
All right, guys. Thank you. Go in there and get warm, and we're going to go inside and get off the frozen streets of Baltimore.